the state open in cross country. And last year at the state open for track, they had 3 juniors in the top 6 of the 800. So that's the kind of team that can really run a fast 4x8.
They, like I said, they finally kind of put together a great coaching staff. They've been firing up the athletes. These guys are into the sport. They really enjoy the sport. They enjoy following it. They enjoy running it.
Greenwich will be challenged by Hall, last year's runner-up, along with Danbury, who was 3rd a year ago. They ended up 2nd at the state open. Staples was 4th last season. Glastonbury was 5th. Ridgefield was 6th last season. They used that 6th place finish to qualify for the state open, where they won in a meet record time, and then they won New England's. But as we said, we don't know how they're going to line up their relays today. Also in this heat is Brien McMahon, who was 8th last year. Trumbull, 9th a year ago, along with Southington.
Brien McMahon is another one of those teams that's been really coming out the past couple of years. They've always had good athletes, but they're starting to develop a more complete program, distance, sprints, jumps, and they have some very good 800-meter runners now as well.
And this is McMahon in the lead.
Yeah, they're seeded number 2 with an 8:17. Greenwich number 1 with an 8:16. So it's no surprise at all.
Greenwich in 2nd, Glastonbury 3rd. Newcomb has the fastest time in the state this season. Greenwich,
yeah, but they did not run in their class meet. They chose to do other events.
Greenwich, the 6th fastest time. McMahon, the 7th fastest time. Danbury, the 9th fastest time in Connecticut.
Yeah, when Danbury ran this, their seed time, Coach Murray told me that they were missing one of the runners. They chose not to put him there. So they think they got more left.
McMahon still leading. That's Glastonbury in 2nd. I checked that. Greenwich has gone to the front, but McMahon is trying to come back here, and it is McMahon leading. These guys have 100 meters left before the first baton pass.
Last year, I noticed McMahon had a very good 4x8 in FCIACs, and I was like, and they're not a traditional powerhouse in middle distance events. And I noticed they're all underclassmen, so they're kind of coming up here. They could possibly win this.
McMahon, Greenwich, Glastonbury, then Hall High School. That's Hall in 4th, followed by Danbury and Ridgefield.
Greenwich won FCIACs. McMahon was 2nd, so they're going to see if they can maybe, switch the order a little bit.
Plenty of race left. This is the 2nd leg of 4.
I'm a big fan of McMahon. I've been following their success. 2 of their coaches were teammates of mine at Southern Connecticut, so we always kind of root for each other and the success of each other's athletes. It's rare to kind of have 2 coaches sometimes that both have a lot of track experience.
Yeah. Greenwich getting closer. And Greenwich making the move past McMahon. Glastonbury right there. Hall and Ridgefield, followed by Danbury. Everybody within about 30 meters of each other. Nobody running away with this.
Geez, McMahon's opening leg was 2:01:43. Great job establishing themselves, though. But here comes Greenwich. They just have a little more depth. The high jump right now, we're at 5.2 in the girls' high jump. Frida Patzner has cleared it.
Greenwich in front. Glastonbury has moved into 2nd. The McMahon runner just stepped on the rail as he tried to accelerate towards his final baton pass. Greenwich, Glastonbury, McMahon.
Greenwich has not an advantage. 2:03 it looks like. Glastonbury had a good leg, another 2:03. McMahon was 2:06. Halfway done, and they're at 4:06 for Greenwich. That's 8:12 pace.
Glastonbury sticking right with Greenwich here. Glastonbury 5th last year as Greenwich won it. Last year was Greenwich, Glastonbury 1-2 on the girls' side. And this year, that's the order on the boys' side.
I did not have Glastonbury on my bingo card as one of the top 3 in here. Glastonbury came in with an 8:33 seed time.
Glastonbury sticking right with Greenwich. This is 1 lap to go for these runners before the final exchange.
The Cardinals are soaring right now. Trying to hold out the Guardians. Guardians are making a run for her, but accelerating into the final exchange.
Greenwich still in front, then Glastonbury.
2:01.65. Glastonbury was 2:02. Man fell back, but still in 3rd place.
Followed by Hall and Ridgefield, then Danbury. That's your top 6. Remember, they have to beat the time from the first heat. Hamden ran 8:47.80.
I don't think that will be an issue.
No. Greenwich still in front. Glastonbury in the picture, but just 2 laps left for Greenwich. That meet record of 8:03 is going to live to turn 20 and see next year.
Yeah, Manchester has won. They've qualified for New England's and cross country. They were such a dominant program for the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s,
yeah.
and into early 2000s. Here comes the bell. Greenwich runner took a quick peek behind. He's got this in hand. Doing his part for the team. 10 points.
Greenwich searching for their first ever class championship indoors. 10 points in the 4x8. Would be a great way to get things going.
Just off the camera, Danbury's finding McMahon. Danbury's trying to come on hard onto McMahon.
Greenwich with an easy win, followed by Glastonbury.
8:07.99, not far away from the meet record.
No.
Glastonbury 8:13.31.
Here's McMahon.
8:22.9 for the Senators. Ridgefield takes 4th.
Then Hall. And Danbury comes home. They'll be 6th in the heat. See how that goes with the time from the previous heat of Hamden. As Greenwich no surprise, winning the 4x8 for the second year in a row.
Yeah. Brennan's got a point in the 4x2. So adding up to 11 points right now.